A logo is a symbol made up of text and images that identifies a business or a company. Every company needs a logo to communicate its unique identity. So, as part of this graphic designing series, we are going to teach you or take you from beginner to a professional logo designer in as less time as possible. To give you a taste of what this course will offer you, right now I'm going to do a small sample of the type of logos you are going to be doing in this course. So we are going to do a cubic logo. So for this we are going to use Pixel App. So Pixel App is kind of like the Photoshop for Android, which actually has full control over every pixel on the screen, almost every pixel that you work on your screen. That's the reason why they gave it the name Pixel App, where you work on pixel and the pixel level, so you can create a picture and everything you want to create. So let's go to the Play Store. Go to the Play Store and search for Pixel App. Pixel Lab. Well, this is it. So when you search for it, this is going to pop up and then you can install it. After installing, then you open. I already installed mine, so I'm just gonna open it. And as soon as you open the app, you're going to see a sample project that was opened to you by default by the app. So it's going to open it some text and some gradient background. So what we are going to do is that we are going to start by deleting the text. We are not going to use the text right now. We don't need a text now. So go to the trash can icon on the top left hand corner of your screen. Click on it and confirm. So after deleting this, we are going to add an object into our screen. On the right at the bottom, we have a shape. This shape. Click on it and then choose shapes. There you will see you can add the shape to your scene. So you can click on this box down here and choose a rhombus. This is what we are going to start with to create our logo. So you can give you can predefine some other few stuff here, some characteristics and properties down here, but we are not going to do that here. We are going to just do it directly on the screen directly there. So we are going to resize it and try to make it look like the top of a cube. To centralize it, scroll to the right on the menu bar that is found on the bottom of your screen until where you see relative position. Tap on this icon, click on it. It's going to centralize it horizontally and tick it. Say okay, confirm it. So from there we are going to duplicate by tapping on the copy button. Then we drag it down to the screen and rotate it. So after rotating, we will move it over here and try to tweak it as much as possible so that it fits like a side of this particular box. So it really fits like a side of this box. So scale it down and try to fit it in place. So I'm going to duplicate it once more by clicking the copy button, bring it right down, and then I rotate it. After I rotate, I try to put it in place. Yeah, so try to tweak it. I really make it to look like a real box. So I'm gonna fit them in like that. So put it in. Yeah, so there we have the box. So from now, what we do is we are going to lock the layers to avoid moving it by mistake. They have to remain in that position. So if position is a bit difficult, you can just scroll to the right on the menu bar, click on position and use the arrows. So before using the arrows, I recommend you reduce the move by distance right down to 1 pixel, where you have 1 pixel here. Then you try to move the side around, the layer around, so you see that kind of fits it in a particular position. And then change the position of the other one too. Yeah, so confirm. Then open this is the layer button where you have the different layers that are found on the screen. Now you can click on the lock to lock the layers. You can also click to hide. See, no layer is visible, but all the layers are there. So I will review the layers back by checking the eye icon. eye icon. Funny. So from here now, after locking, you see we can select. We cannot select it directly here. We only have to go back to the layer and select it from there in the layer view, in the layer tab. So right now I'm going to start with the first site at the top. I'll scroll on the right in my menu bar, click on color, enable it. There you have a color, so you can rapidly choose a color that you want. So we are going to make it realistic. So for that, we cannot just make it to have solid colors just like that. So you need to use a gradient. So gradients, you are going to see some predefined or gradients you recently used. It's saving all the gradients you used in the past here. So if you don't want to use any gradients here, you can just tap on the plus icon and modify it the way you want it to be. After you modify, you are satisfied with the result, you can click on OK and to preview actually what you have modified. So I don't really like it to be like that. I have to modify it again. So I'll drag this right down here, drag this one up, and then I click on OK to see what it looks like. It's still a bit too dark, so I'm going to click on it again. Click on this handle here, then click on this color option and reduce the color, the darkness, increase the brightness a bit. Choose OK, and then okay, so that looks kind of what I really want it to be. From there I'll choose the other side of the cube, the other side. I go back, click on color in the menu bar, enable it, gradients, add the gradients, adjust it, something like that. For this one I'm going to use a radial gradient instead of a linear. This is a linear gradient, you see it's a line, but this is a radial gradient. See, it's the radial gradient is a gradient that is circular, so I'm going to use a radial gradient. So I'm going to centralize it like that, put it this way, something like this, and then I invert the colors. After I invert the colors, I try to reduce the brightness, increase the brightness of, reduce how black it is on the black side, reduce the difference by just swiping it this way. Okay, so you have something like that. It's a bit too bright, so I want it to be darker than that. I'll click on the other bright side here, change the color and increase it to make it a bit darker. Choose OK. So okay, cool. So it's kind of a bit darker now. You see the image is becoming a bit realistic. So we are going to click on the other one, choose the other side that we have not modified, add some color to it, and of course it's still going to be a gradient, and this time around something like this. Wow, that fits perfect. So we confirm. Then from here it looks like a cube but not like a real cube, because it's just sharp. It's very sharp. All the edges are just sharp. So we are going to add some bevel to it. So to add some bevel, you not actually use with the bevel, you just, let's first start by selecting the first one. Let's select. After selecting, we scroll to the right on the menu bar. We scroll to the right until at the end we have the emboss and bevel, but we are not going to use that because it does not really satisfy what we want it to do. It does not really have that level of power and does not really make it to be real. It's changing, it's like freaking it out a little bit. So instead of using that, we are going to use the inner shadow, enable it, and white. But the reason why we're using inner shadow because you can offset it. You can offset in the x axis and in the y axis. Sorry, oh, let me just select it back again. This is where we go. Scroll right down to the end, choose inner shadow, and there is it. So you can also offset it on the y axis, so it's going to be something like that. Increase the blur reduce a bit, and yeah, kind of reduce. So it's a bit white at the top here. It's kind of a bit white. Yeah, that's actually what we want it to be. That's more edge there. It looks like light is actually bouncing at a different angle from that edge. So we are going to do same to all, but not exactly same, because you know light is going to bounce differently from these different objects. So we scroll down to the end of the end of the menu bar, choose inner shadow, enable it, change the color to white, and I think I'm satisfied with this one. It's like this face of the cube is lucky. So we're gonna click on it, choose another side, and then click on inner shadow, enable it, change the color to white. Yeah, then that's better. That's cool. So from here, the next step is we are going to change the background. So for the background, this is where we have the background resources. You click here, You can either add a color, you can make it transparent, you can add, you can resize it, you can crop it, you can add an image, or you can put an image from gallery. The images here are the predefined images in the app. There are so many images that you can choose from, but we are not going to be using that. We are going to use the color option. You're also going to put in a gradient in the background, and there you have it. We're going to reduce the brightness of the gradients a bit, make it a bit brighter, a bit whiter, yeah. And this one, change the color, increase the brightness a bit, and there you have it. So it's a bit a gradient, but not too gradient as someone would expect normally. So confirm that. I want to increase the contrast of the whole thing. So what I'll do is, you have to merge these different layers as one layer. To do that, you're going to click on this button here to select the layers. Click on it, switch to select mode, select the layers you want to merge, then click on the merge button down here. After clicking on it, confirm. It's now going to join all the layers into one. So here you'll be able to move it as one object. So you're going to rapidly centralize it back again. Click on the object button, scroll to the right of the menu bar, tap on relative position and centralize it vertically, horizontally with this button. So it's at the center horizontally. Then confirm that. From here now we are going to add some text to the screen. We're going to add some text into our logo. So to add a text, this is the text button right down at the bottom edge here. Click on the A, click add text with the sign, and then automatically you have some text in the scene. So we are going to click edit, choose edit from the menu bar, and then write the text you want to put on our logo. So I'm going to put some sample text really fast. We're going to put Digifluent. Oh, sorry. Digifluent. Cool. Digifluent Academy. Or you think I'm going to use something else? So resize it rapidly. Oh, I lost it. Don't worry. Resize and get it back. Go to the layer bar. Choose the layer you lost, and then come back to the menu bar and choose the repeat position. Centralize it back again so it comes back to your seat. I'm going to increase the size again. I don't know why it's kind of running away, but hey, I saw the menu on my screen. So to change the font type, I'm going to scroll to the right of my menu bar, choose fonts, and then look at choose a font that really matches with what I want it to be. So I'll scroll down and choose this. Yeah, I like this one. So I'm gonna reduce the size again. Reduce the size a bit. Lost it again. I don't know why this thing is moving off, but definitely it's not going to do the same thing in your phone. I don't know why it's doing this in my phone, but it happens. You just need to know how to deal with such situations. Centralize it back again and it comes back. Yeah, gonna align it horizontally. Align it vertically, sorry. So click on this and bam. Then centralize it again with the relative position. Clicking on the vertical bar, sorry. Going to align it vertically. And there you go. I think I'm pretty happy with the results, but I think the logo, the text is a bit too plain. Let's increase the thickness. So select the text, scroll to the right of your menu bar, then choose B where you have the text style, then click on this B here. Make the text a bit bold. So yeah, that's what I want the text to look like. I want the text to look like this. Well, you know, the logo is a bit having it does not have that too much contrast. So what you do is you're going to click on the layer bar, choose the layer that we want to increase the contrast, and then click on the object, because you know this is an object. The logo, this 5 icon is an object, meanwhile the text is text. So if for example you select an object in the screen, a layer, and then you don't have this menu that you are expecting to have here, that's simply because maybe you are trying to edit an object where you are in a text view. So if you want to edit the object, you have to go back to object view, and when you select some text, you have to go back to text view before you can edit it there. So that's basically the system. That's how it works. Let's centralize again, choose, and then we are going to come back to object view, scroll to the right until we have color filters. I'm going to increase the contrast and reduce the brightness. Oh, like that. Now that's kind of better. That's cool. I think it's better than before. It's not best, but it's better than before. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. So confirm that, and there you have it. So I'm going to export it out. So when you have your final logo designed, this is how you export it. You click on the save, this small floppy disk icon at the top left hand corner of your screen. Click it, choose. You can either save it as a project where you can reuse it again, reuse over and over, or you can just directly export it out as an image. So from here, when you click the save as image option, you can directly share it to social media with your friends, or just save it. To save it, you have two options to choose. You choose the format, either JPEG or PNG, and you choose the quality. It can be default, custom, low, medium, high, very high, ultra. But as you can see, I like ultra so much, so we are going to use ultra. Yeah, I like the ultra button. It sounds ultra. So click save to gallery to finally do the job. Click save to gallery. It's rendering the image, and bam, it's saved to gallery. So you rapidly go back to our home screen, open the gallery, and then there you have it. So this is it. So this is a sample of what this Digifluent Academy course is going to offer you. Yeah, it's going to offer you the necessary skills you need in order to prepare you for the digital world and make you ready for jobs. And even if you have a job, and just imagine that in your position where you're working, no matter where you're working, you could do some other things by the side to begin to have some cash, or you could even increase improve on your skills, improve on what you can do by learning how to do it digitally. So this is really going to help you. If you're a businessman, you need a logo. If you're an employee, your company may need a logo, or other companies may need logos. You can also make some cash with a logo. So this is just an example. So we are going to do many other graphic design, image designing, video editing, image editing, and many other things. So this is just a sample. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned.